All right, Shalom boys here. Well, out on the pagan New Year's Eve, dumping some trash. And, when you're on a piece of land, and especially when you're a contractor or a carpenter, you accumulate a lot of stuff. And what I've noticed is that things that I have been wanting to use have been sitting on the land for years. So I went ahead and I just got rid of it. One of the things that, preppers, survivalists, homesteaders, what we tend to do is we tend to see something and say, you know what, I could use that for something. Let me store this. Let me store that. I got stuff, wood that is rotted out that was perfectly fine, but I never got around to using it because I've just been so busy doing other things. So now it's just like, it's just time to get rid of it. So I'm doing a deep winter cleaning to ensure that, I'm just not accumulating all of this stuff. And I suggest that you do the same because, things that they're tempting. You look at something, well, I can use this for this, so I can use this for that. I can use this for the garden. I can use this to build something out. And then you never turn around and do it. And then before you know it, 2, 3, 5 years go by and the stuff is still sitting there. But what I wanted to talk about leading into this is one of the biggest challenges that contractors have when it comes to their business. And that is, we're constantly busy. It's often stated that a contractor or carpenters, he's so busy doing everybody else's project that he ain't got time to do his own. I've done kitchen remodels, bathroom remodels, lean-tos, roofing replacements, all of this stuff. And I got to do my own stuff. And I was talking to a brother just the other day, and we were talking about, the challenges that we experience, because the fact of the matter is that, hey, client calls up and says, hey, I got 10 bands on the table. I got $5,000 on the table. I got $1,000 on the table. It's going to take a day or two to do. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to stop whatever we're doing. And we're going to seal that business. And it's a double-edged sword because it's a good thing that we're constantly busy and that clients are always calling us up to, get projects done. However, at the same time, we got stuff that we got to do in our own homes that takes weeks, if not months, to get done. I give you a perfect example. I am working to do a beautiful kitchen remodel for myself, but I got to stop and I got to do this, so I got to take care of this, or this client is calling me up and they're throwing the money in the faces, so I got to stop my project to do the other project. Now, again, one would say, well, why don't you just stop all projects and do your own? And again, the dead season is typically downtime for us contractors. But once your name gets out there, once you get that momentum going, your phone is constantly going to be ringing. And so, me personally, I don't do the $100, I don't go in and replace faucet knobs and sink knobs. I don't do that small stuff no more. I mean, in order for me to work, I got to be making at least $800, $800, or at least $500 for a couple of hours worth of work. It's just not worth my time to drive anywhere to, make $100 or $200. It's just not worth my time anymore. So what's happening is that business is, it increases. You're getting more business. You're landing more clients. However, at the same time, the challenge is that your projects are not getting done. That's one of the biggest challenges that we have as homeowners, contractors, carpenters. How do you overcome it? There's pretty much nothing that you can do. I mean, I spoke to other brothers and he's like, yeah, man, $5,000 on the table, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting that money. $1,000 on the table, it's a wrap. I'm getting that money. So these are some of the challenges. Now, again, eventually the stuff is going to get done. It's like, it's funny, you know, I said, you know, no more projects for the year. Then this, you know, quick project came up, like $1,600, a couple of days before. Then I turn around, and then the client says, another client says, you know, hey, I got this project, $5,000-$6,000. All right, cool, schedule that. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing that we can do is just like schedule in between, or, you know, just doing one project and then do another project on the land and off the land, and just do it like that. But sometimes you're so consistently busy that it's difficult to do that. And they often say, you know, hey, you know, if you are doing a sheetrock job and you got some sheetrock to do, well, when you're doing sheetrock all day, why don't you come home and, you know, just continue on that same sheetrock project? And the answer is quite simple. After sheetrocking all day, coming home to a nice, cozy, hot shower or bath, after doing all of that and coming home to a nice wood-burning stove, or the children running up on you and want to play with you and spend some time with you, the last thing you want to do is turn around and bust open some mud and tape and continue to do that all over. So that's the challenge. And there's nothing really that you can do to get over it other than just persevere. Attempt as best as we can to, you know, diversifying our projects and schedule things better. But overall, it is what it is. Not a complaint, you know. I guess overall it's a good problem to have. However, it is a challenge nonetheless, and this is how you're going to have to deal with it. Handymans, carpenters, contractors, I mean, what are your thoughts in it? I'd like to know.